When people are asked about the most powerful animals in nature, the answers are predictable: lions, tigers, alligators, the great icons of strength. But how many would name the lynx? With piercing vision, a short tail, and tufted ears that make it instantly recognizable, the lynx thrives in the icy forests of the northern hemisphere. Though it measures less than a meter in length and weighs under 20 kilograms, this feline is a master hunter, an opportunist, a swimmer, and a leaper of astonishing skill. Small in size, but mighty in spirit. Today, we uncover the true power of the lynx. But the lynx's true adversary and its favorite meal is the rabbit. In fact, no other prey defines the lynx's diet as completely as this small rodent. Studies show that in some regions, up to 96% of a lynx's meals are rabbits. A lynx needs roughly one rabbit every day to survive. If rabbit numbers fall, lynx populations suffer dramatically. This ancient predator-prey relationship has forged a rivalry of survival itself, the lynx refining its stealth to perfection, the rabbit sharpening its instincts to detect the faintest sound of danger. Their dance of survival is one of the purest in nature. The lynx faces one of its greatest rivals, the wolf. Larger, stronger, and hunting in coordinated packs, wolves dominate their territories. For the solitary lynx, such a predator is a mortal danger. But the lynx has its own advantage: stealth. While wolves prowl in numbers, the lynx melts into the forest, unseen, unheard, striking only when the risk is lowest. A direct clash is rare, but when it happens, it is a battle of ferocity and strategy, cunning versus strength, solitude versus unity. Next, we turn to one of nature's most agile tricksters, the squirrel. Small, intelligent, and constantly alert, it has evolved clever defenses even against snakes. By flicking its tail rapidly, the squirrel confuses the snake's heat sensors, making itself appear larger and more threatening. Sometimes, that bluff is enough to avoid becoming a meal. But when the hunter is a lynx, stealth outweighs trickery. Though squirrels charm us with their beauty and speed, against the patience of a stalking lynx, survival is far from guaranteed. But sometimes the lynx crosses paths with a giant, its cousin, the puma. Towering over the lynx at more than 80 kilograms and 1.5 meters in length, the puma rules vast territories across the Americas. With a diet as broad as its range, eating everything from insects to livestock, the puma rarely competes with the lynx. But when they do meet, the confrontation is extraordinary. Against an animal several times its size, the lynx shows remarkable courage, refusing to bow even before overwhelming odds. But sometimes, the greatest battles are fought among equals. Lynx versus lynx. Rivalries erupt over food, territory, or mates. And when they clash, the fights are violent, intense, and unforgettable. In North America, it's not uncommon for people to witness two lynxes battling ferociously in their backyards. Their screams echo through the wilderness, a chilling reminder that even among their own kind, survival is never guaranteed. Breaking up such a fight is no easier than separating wildcats because, in essence, that's exactly what they are. Our first confrontation, the lynx and the goat. These sturdy horned grazers survive in rugged landscapes where grass is sparse and cattle cannot endure. Domesticated long ago, their wild relatives remain adapted to harsh mountains, where lynxes also roam. When predator and prey meet on rocky slopes, the clash is both fierce and unforgettable. The goat's horns and strength make it no easy target, but the lynx's stealth and agility give it an edge. A battle of resilience versus cunning. Not all prey is large. The weasel, tiny but fierce, is one of the smallest carnivores in nature. Measuring just 20 centimeters, it can pursue victims into tunnels no wider than a few centimeters. Agile, adaptable, and relentless, the weasel is no simple catch. For a lynx, hunting such a small, determined predator requires cunning and patience. It is a contest of stealth against speed where even the smallest creature proves it is not defenseless. Then comes the deer, gentle, widespread, and ever vigilant. With some 30 species found across the globe, deer populate forests, deserts, and grasslands. They are common prey, and the lynx, swift and opportunistic, does not ignore such a banquet. Yet deer are not defenseless. Armed with sharp antlers, they can inflict serious wounds on any predator bold enough to attack. The lynx, relying on speed and agility, must strike with precision. In this encounter, every second counts. The lynx may not have the size of a lion or the fame of a tiger, but its power lies in agility, stealth, and survival instinct. From rabbits to wolves, from mountain slopes to deep forests, the lynx proves that strength is not measured in size alone. Next time you think of the world's most powerful predators, remember the lynx, the silent hunter of the northern wilds. Which encounter impressed you the most? Share your thoughts below and join us again for more untamed stories of survival.